3, 2, 1, go.
I haven't memorised any single part of this, I just realised, because I didn't even look at it. I apologise wholeheartedly.
Join us next week for another episode of The Weekend Escape.
Oh, probably. What up, YouTube? It's somehow collectively, I am all of your sons, your boy, Ben Barrett.
And I'm your gal Al, and we're here with another episode of The Weekend Escape, where we tell you everything we've learned this week.
Correct! For example, I learned that you should never refuse a rose from a woman in rags because she may turn all of your friends into household objects. Or game tap. This is Jeff. It's John. Hi, John.
Who was Jeff?
They don't really respond anymore. I don't know.
Oh. And I learned that kidnapping can be the start of a nice, flourishing relationship.
That isn't something you should be... What?
Anyway, enough about me and my awesome relationship and my awesome love life. What did we learn this week in PC gaming? I went to Frontier Expo last weekend.
You definitely didn't. We were sat here performing the show live every time somebody pressed the play button, because unfortunately that's how YouTube works.
Right, of course. So sometime after last weekend, I went to Frontier Expo.
Oh, right.
It was really fun and there were some really cool announcements.
Oh, yeah, they spoke about the Jurassic Park game, right?
Yeah, not that.
Okay, there was, the Elite stuff. They're kind of getting some, like, narrative for the... You said picnic benches just now.
Yeah, not just picnic benches, staff rooms. Do you know what this means for Planet Coaster?
Unless it's Gandalf's staff in that room, I have no idea why you're so excited.
Listen, right, listen.
Right.
Families can sit on these benches, right? And they can eat together and interact realistically. And what were you looking at? What are you looking at?
Oh, I was just trying to find some real news.
Free weed lops in a road, that means I'm a direct root boy. Two gets on my own, that means I'm a direct root boy.
All right. Tell us about loot boxes or whatever else gets you off in the news department.
Oh, loot boxes! Yes! Everyone's been kicking off about them because they're in Shadow of War.
Which came out this week, right?
Yeah, and it turns out they're really not so bad. You can easily finish the entire campaign without opening the game's store once, and even if the story's finished, you can pick up extra minions to fight in the endgame by dipping back into the open world. You only need to buy loot boxes if you don't enjoy interrogating orcs and tracking down their captains, in which case I honestly don't know why you're playing Shadow of War in the first place.
Yeah, well, that's a relief. Now, after that short interlude, it's time for some more news from Frontier.
Alice, I don't know how to tell you this. I don't know how to make you stop. What if I tell you picnic benches killed my family? How about that? Will that help?
No, you'll like this one. It turns out the Thargoids are hungry.
The aliens? The aliens in Elite Dangerous?
Mm-hmm. Somebody tried to feed a Thargoid a bunch of meta alloys and it worked. The ship just sort of gobbled them up. And get this.
What?
Another, bigger ship showed up, and the mummy ship seemed to give the baby ship a telling off.
I don't know why you've made one of them a parent now, but it kind of works. Then what happened?
Then they both warped away.
Huh. What does it all mean?
Well, nobody knows yet.
Right, okay.
But let's take a look back at some of our favourite first encounters in PC gaming.
Look, Mr. Bubbles, it's an angel.
Mr. Bubbles is certainly an interesting nickname for the character more commonly known as a Big Daddy. But hey, at least that little girl called us an angel. Wait, what is she doing? Is that even a child? Atlas soon fills us in. Little sisters are monsters, and they carry the one thing everyone wants, Adam. So of course, such a small, delicate being needs something big and scary to look after them, right? One piercing shriek, and down comes her Big Daddy to keep us safe. Big Daddies look like deep-sea divers on steroids with a drill for an arm, and fight in a way that I would assume a deep-sea diver on steroids with a drill for an arm would fight. Yeah, not quite as cute as Mr. Bubbles would imply.
You can't turn around in Portal without encountering yet another robot. Be that a cute little turret, yes they are cute, or the almighty GLaDOS. But in Portal 2 we're introduced to a whole new AI. Lovable, kinda stupid, Wheatley. His soothing Bristolian accent calms you as he explains that you might have a very minor case of serious brain damage. After checking up on you, he quite literally tries to batter your room out of the relaxation centre, all the while venting about being the last to know about important things for his job. He's whiny, he's funny, and he's not very good at his work. Just like Ben.
Hey.
But you can't blame him for trying.
In Fallout 4, you come across your first Deathclaw in Concord, a name that literally means peace and harmony. But Concord, Massachusetts is also the famous site of several battles leading up to the American Revolution, which is probably why Bethesda picked it as the site of your first major battle. After funneling you through the local museum, the developers reward you with a suit of power armor and a minigun. They're just enough to put you in the same weight class as the monster terrorizing the town, a big, ugly fella with horns and teeth for days. What follows is a titanic street fight with Fallout's biggest enemy, or you just slinking away in your new gear to do side quests. This is an open world RPG, after all.
It's easy to misremember FPS games in the 90s as big arena shooters, but they excelled at scripted drama too. Case in point, the very first Unreal. The Scars were a warlike reptilian race from the planet Scrath, but it was hard to make out any of that when you first saw one. Instead, Epic turned off all the lights and threw one at you down a dark corridor. I'm over it now, of course, although I haven't seen this footage for a while. Oh god, get the away from me, you jumped up lizard. Turn it off! Turn it off!
In 1967, Harlan Ellison wrote an influential science fiction story named I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. Presumably, this is what he had in mind. An enemy with bombs for hands, no head, and a voice box louder than war. Fittingly enough, Serious Sam meets his nemesis in a game called The First Encounter. You see what we did there? Stepping out into open desert, he hears the kamikaze before he sees it. What's that coming over the hill? Only the first of several hundred exploding lunatics. If you can't beat them, join them. Open your mouth and say, "Ah!"
Now this is the part of the show where we usually go over what's on sale on Steam.
Yes.
But this week we're heading over to GOG, where we've got lots of things on sale until Monday, so you've not got long.
This is extremely exciting. I love trying new things.
You don't really strike me as the type of person that likes trying new things.
Weren't you ever told to not judge a book by its beard, Alice? Goodness me, what's up first?
Well, first up is Freedom Force. It's got 75% off at the moment, and it's all about comic book heroes. An evil alien race sets in motion a sinister plan to conquer the Earth. They unleash Energy X, a powerful catalyst that permeates the planet's worst criminals with superpowers to try and bring the planet to its knees. The Earth's only hope now lies with a new bunch of heroes, known as the Freedom Force.
I love the idea of saving the planet.
That's literally my thing.
You say potato, I say potato.
You just said the exact same.
Up next is one of the greats. It's Sid Meier's Civilization 4 Complete Edition. Another game with a whopping 75% off.
Whopping? Since when did you say whopping?
Since now. I've turned over a whopping new leaf.
Okay.
Civ 4 was heralded as one of the top games of 2005 and is a must-have for anyone who considers themselves a real gamer. This edition includes the base game plus all 3 expansions, Warlords, Beyond the Sword and Colonization.
So you're saying you can't be a true gamer unless you own Civ 4?
That is what the script has told me to say, yes.
Right, well, that's me done for the show then. Bye, everyone. Thank you.
Alice, wait. No, Alice, I didn't mean it, okay? Sit down. Let me tell you all about how Hidden and Dangerous 2 is a first and third person tactical shooter that builds upon the success of the original.
Are you one step away from mansplaining something to me? What happened to that new leaf?
Well, to turn over a new leaf means to kind of redesign yourself into a better, more helpful person. Hopefully that clears things up. Anyway, it's currently on sale 50% off.
And are you going to tell us what happens in the game? Fine, I will. You lead a small squad of alien soldiers deep behind enemy lines to carry out secret missions during World War II. The story takes you to Europe, Africa, Burma and other locations scattered across the globe.
Hang on, if you knew all about it, why were you waiting for me?
I know how much you love the sound of your own voice.
That's correct. Let's go on to my favourite bit.
The patch notes.
Well, Alice, you might manage to derail the news with your...
Picnic benches.
Yeah, those. But we're in my domain now, and so I'm going to give you 10 seconds to tell me everything that's happened this week in League of Legends and the upcoming patch, in an attempt to make patch notes even more exciting than they already are.
Okay, sounds fair, but can you go first?
Why?
Because I want to learn from the master.
That actually does make sense. Go ahead.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, there was buffs to Echo, there's new skins for 3 champions, there's a new login screen as always. Edge of Night also got a buff. There's something to do with some other buffs. There's so many buffs.
Yeah, you're done. Okay. That was really good though. Masterful even.
Oh, I thought so, yeah. What,
I think. Nothing.
What was that?
I was right, I was just taking notes.
Right.
Because I have to take notes.
Fine. You've got 10 seconds to tell me everything that's going on in the Warframe Plains of Eidolon update, which is hitting this week, next week, something like that. Starting in 3, 2, 1, Go ahead.
Cool,
Oh,
so
I
there's
see.
a big open world, day-night cycle, massive monsters, new vendors, fishing, 3 weapons, tweaked skill tree, and a character with a big glass sword.
You've got a second left if it's time for me to cut off your hands, for example.
I don't think you need to. What do you
week,
mean,
maybe.
hands? What's wrong with my hands? Nothing. And now it's time for Ben's fan mail! Woo! What? Why are you frowning? This is all you wanted.
It's not the same. If you just come out and say it, there's no fight. I like some conflict. That's what it's all about. It just feels pointless. You know?
Well, now you must do what queens do. You must rule.
Did you just quote Game of Thrones at me?
Well, maybe. Now let's quote some of our viewers instead. Our first one comes from Pack the One on our Jurassic World Evolution interview, and they say, "Wow, in-game models look great." Well, Pack the One. Just wait till you see Planet
The
Coaster's
picnic benches. Yeah, we've heard.
Yeah.
Here's another one from last week's episode. No Fear Zero says, "This is dope. Keep up the good work, and bless you."
Bless you too, No Fear Zero.
Nobody else has ever called me dope before. Didn't ever make it into the school reports for some reason.
That's weird. They made it into mine. Our next one comes from Lao G on our RuneScape interview. Sheep Shearer 2, I heard Sheep Shiratu, like a sheep Nosferatu.
To be fair, that's actually the best game concept I've heard in a very long time. Well, except for maybe Untitled Goose Game.
Yeah, and I think there is a bit of a gap in the market for sheep vampire games.
No, well, no doubt, because such a thing obviously could never possibly exist.
Let's wrap this up, shall we? Ooh, do you ever feel like this couch is just too comfortable?
No one's ever thought that.
I really think it could do with a replacement.
What would you suggest?
Yeah? Yeah, you know.
Nope, hella nope. In fact, I'll face down the vampire sheep before I accept that. Let's end the show.
All right. Well, if you liked today's show, make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
Alice, read the f***ing line. Holy moly! I got things to do. I got a life to live. I'm dying here. Like, holy moly!
Holy moly.
Get me out of here.
Ah.